Okay, so in the last video we talked about domain and range, talking about discrete graphs and how when you have a set of ordered pairs and they are not related in such a way, like a measurement, then we don't connect those dots, and so it's easy to find the domain and the range because it's just the x values where those points are and the y values. So now we're going to start talking about continuous graphs. And so what happens with a continuous graph is that if you had a line, okay, and so let's say that this is, it's not a very good one clearly, but this would be y equals x, the equation. And we know that any number that I put into this, the x value, whatever x value I put in, the y value will also be the same, okay, because it's an equation. And so whatever x value I have, that y value is the same. So 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay, but what if I put in a fraction? Let's say I put in 1/2. So that means that the x value is 1/2 and the y value is 1/2. Okay, that'd be another point. Well, what if I did 2.5? Okay, well 2.5 would give me a 2.5 y value. And what if I did 3/4? Okay, 3/4. And if I continued to do that, I could use any number that I wanted to use for an x value, and that y value is going to be the same. And so that's part of the equation. That's part of this idea that these two things are equal. And so as I continue to plot these x values, whatever they may be, I see that this is actually a line. And this line, and it should be a nice pretty straight line, but I didn't do this on graphing paper, so it's a little different, but it makes a nice line. And what that line really means is that there is an infinite number of points that go together to make up this line. Okay, every possible number that you can imagine can go in between those major points that we had done to make that line. So really, when we're looking at a line here, we're looking at infinite numbers of points on this graph, at fractions that you might not even consider or think about on a daily basis. It's not just the 1/2 and the 3/4, but we're looking at like 7/27 and just fractions that might seem a little far-fetched to you. And so this is an infinite number of points. Okay, that's what I want you to remember as we talk about continuous graphs.